I'm going to share with you how to utilize the Home Access Center, or HAC, or HAC. You'll hear it referred to all of those different ways. And I'm going to show you how to do it as a parent. And in addition to working for the school district, I also have students that are here in the district that attend schools. So I personally have to use this program a lot. So I'm going to kind of show you some of the ins and outs of this program, okay? Now, for Home Access Center, each guardian has a unique personal login. So for my students, I have a login and my husband has a login as well. It's totally different from mine. But we're both attached to our students' accounts, to both of our girls. It is a totally separate account, but they're linked together so that you can be able to see your students' grade information and that is posted over on the parent side, okay? If you do not know what your parent username is, you will need to contact your student's campus to get that information, or we have the helpline. Typically, parent logins are going to be the first initial, a period, your last name, and sometimes we'll have a number added at the end. As you can see from what Belinda was saying earlier, it looks very different from a student login, which are their initials and that lunch number. Now, just like our students, you have to get to the my.springisd.org website, which we call the portal. It's the exact same place that your students log in. We just have you log in with your parent credentials. Now, as you log in, you might get this screen, and it's called a Power School screen. Power School is the umbrella program that houses HAC and Schoology both. Just here, all you would need to do is re-enter your username and your password. Go ahead and leave that top box alone. Now, when HAC loads, it should bring you to this demographics screen. Your student information will be displayed here. It should have name, address, student school email, and many other things. When you go in, please give it a quick check to make sure that all the information there is correct. But below the student information is the guardian information. Remember, each parent has their login information, so this will be strictly your information, not any of the other guardians. You could also click over here to update some of your information. And when you do that, this kind of a screen should pop up for you, this dialog box. In it, you can change your parent's email or any of your parent phone numbers in this section. But if you need to change any other information, please contact the registrar at your student's school because they have to have documentation for that. Now, I'm a parent and I have two students, and so I have to be able to see both of their information. Up in the top right-hand corner of your screen, underneath where your name is, you should see your student's name. Next to it is a little drop-down arrow. And to be able to navigate between multiple students, you're going to click that arrow and it should open this big dialog box that you're seeing. All I have to do is choose which one I want to see and click the circle, and then I'm going to click submit to be able to switch students. And this will work the same if you have two students or you have 5 students. If you do have more than one child in our school district and you do not see that arrow, please contact your child's school to link the student accounts. Now, at the top of the page, there are a series of icons. We're going to start with the home icon. By clicking it, it'll open this calendar that is set up here. The calendar shows scheduled assignments that the teacher has already entered into HAC. But please don't worry if the calendar is blank, because some teachers enter their grades after they have given and graded the assignment. There is also a second calendar view here. If you look at the tabs on the left, this calendar shows a month view. Over on the left-hand side of the screen, there's a way to filter it to show and use this menu to be able to only see some of the courses or to see all of the courses, and you can choose a specific class. Now, switching over to the attendance icon, Another calendar will indicate various attendance events. So at the top part of the screen, though, this is something I wanted you to really see. There's a place that you can choose to receive notifications about your students' attendance via email or text message. Scrolling down to the bottom, there is a color legend that explains what color represents which absence types. So when the box on the calendar is colored, you just need to look down here for the explanation as to the type of absence that your child has been coded with. Classes is the third icon, and classes is divided into tabs as well. The classwork tab contains the list of classes that your student is enrolled in. This is an enlarged view of that same screen we just had to show you how you can set alerts for grades as well if they fall beyond a certain level, either high or low. Simply click on email or mobile or both if you want, and you can choose notices by that method. Over towards the right-hand side though, there is a second part that allows you to enter numerical grades of a level at which to notify you. So you can do it for both if it goes below a certain point or above a certain point. Now, when you're in, this is the same view again, but it's kind of zoomed back out. When you're in here on this tab, you can click any of the blue linked classes to open it up so you can see the grades that compose it. The grades are over in the center section, and you have the assignment information as well as the grades and the total points. With the schedule tab, you can get a little bit more information as well on your classes. We have the type of class. It tells your students' classes, what class period it is, the teacher, as well as the room number of when they're in physical school that they should be going to. Now, under the grades tab, we have several different things to look at. So the first one we're going to start with is IPR, which stands for Interim Progress Reports. Those are the grades that are sent home midway through the marking period. The default will be the most recent one, but there's a little drop-down menu that you can click on to change the date and navigate between progress reports. Under the Report Card tab, this is sent, these are the grades that are sent at the end of the marking period. Again, it is sent to show the different, as an overview on this screen for the year, but you can also change and look at specific marking periods and navigate between them.